Hello, everybody, and welcome back into some Starfield. Let's see what we can get into. Let's see, what one do we want to do? Yeah, let's go to the moon. I think that's a good idea.
We're cleared for liftoff.
Maybe we can find ourselves some trouble over in the moon area.
Orbital insertion completed.
Always looking for some enemy ships to take down.
Landing gear. Check. Thrusters. Check. Sight. Clear.
Yeah, welcome to the moon. Who's going to take some credits? Come on.
This relay station has to be at least 100 years old.
Alright, so far I haven't seen anybody. I want to remind that the research team in the Volunteer is a highly proprietary supercomputer that's currently being contracted exclusively to use the Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal project. Yes, it's amusing to see how many decimal points of pi it can calculate, how many bits of encryption it can brute force. Sorry about that. Or whether it can simulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic simulation. But there's time for that later. For now, I need everyone concentrating on hitting our deadline. We are developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client, and that should be more than enough to keep anyone from being bored. We're happy to announce the first test launch of Project Prism will be held today. I'd like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 9 to sync all watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partner will also be on the radio for the launch. We'll be recording, so be on your best behavior. So what kind of ship are they building here?
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before
There's
the
that
launch.
little
All
sad
signs
dot.
green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years.
Right, looks like we're going to Earth to go to NASA. Hi, Vasco.
I am sad.
Hey, you might want this.
Another useless present from Barrett.
Then blow this one into space. Achieving orbit now.
Oh, look at that. Earth, you look very different. Like we're going to Florida?
It's clear. Initiate sequence.
Florida looks a little different these days.
I bet that elevator shaft will take us deeper inside NASA. Might need to work through some rubble.
Alright, so I do need power.
Okay, it's too cold. My fingers can barely bend. preparation area. I can't imagine, huh?
Launch procedures. Remember, the final vitals and suit checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be, but these people's lives are still in our hands. I know the rumors that the next launch is slated to be canceled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer, and we could use every ounce we can get.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handrails, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in material science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was just to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Tense and
We're
chaotic.
going to Mars. We still on Earth? Whoa, what is this? Is this the Smithsonian?
The whole place is a museum. Now, anyway, looks like an exit at the end of the hall.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects, no motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith,
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Okay.
And rooms like this across the globe, scientists figured out how to save our species. These are the heroes. days of humanity on Earth must have been a special sort of hell for hopeful scientists.
What are we getting ourselves into here? We need to find a power cell. Oh, these power cells still just happen to be powered on. Robotics. Are we about to get taken out by robots again? Yep. This gun is not doing me any good.
Ow, ow, ow!
That gun is not doing me any good. The gun does not have any bullets.
Definitely takes after this side of the family.
Turrets. I've already taken them all out, so... else worthwhile in here? Seeing those red canisters everywhere. Have more robots down here. Okay, I don't see any. But again, red canisters everywhere.
The artifact isn't far now. But look at all this stuff. Simply astounding.
Check all badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals don't care how hiring they get. They are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards, notebooks are to be checked on the exit of the labs. Confiscate everything with confidential information on it.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space, somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
It's a long way down there, Barrett. How did we lose gravity all of a sudden? We're still on Earth. Oh, hey, look, it's Barrett. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects that have researchers' empty pockets, remove jewelry, watches, etc. The core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable, and all data is under strict clearance. Exercise all caution with the release of materials and ensure information does not leave this lab.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
As requested, the astrophysics research team has done all full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core and may be affecting the core itself, give the proximity to the source. The data indicates that the change rate is increasing exponentially. As our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond this devastating effect of the solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering and stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, the planet studied since its earliest days of space, to see Earth's possible future. We are afraid the future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations in polarity changes of the Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash into shore, like Earth, with devastating consequences.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me.
All
this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Let's go get this artifact now.
What? So it wasn't just a fluke? A terrible but inevitable disaster? Crab drive? How did we not realize?
So they were developing a grav drive here on Earth. And that's what caused Earth's doom? How do I get this artifact?
Constellation, we've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Okay, we gotta get out of here.
Comments? Questions? No? Good.
Barrett, we're gonna need your help here. Oh, crap.
Imagine if they hadn't been able to convince people to invest this much. I wonder if humanity would still be here. Bam! You're welcome, everyone. Oh, my head! Oh, for the love of... You want... Didn't think this through, huh?
I get the feeling that there's gonna be a guy right outside here. Barrett, where you at? I need you, buddy. Let's get out of this. All right, Samco, what do you want?
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Sacrificing Earth wasn't worth having grav drives. Yeah, humanity's destiny is in the stars anyway.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Emissary's right.
Join me, old friend. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not his old friend, remember? You're from another universe. Don't try to manipulate him. Okay. I couldn't win you over on philosophy. How about pragmatism? I'm more powerful than the emissary. Than any other starborn. And you might not understand why, but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you.
Thank you.
Well, can't say I didn't try. We'll settle this at the usual place.
The buried temple. We'll be there.
You're lucky I'm a man of my word. I'll see you there.
Stay for a moment. You must have questions about what happens next.
It's the buried temple.
There's always a final artifact in a specific temple. The hunter and I agreed that whoever you sided with, the other would wait there. Expect anything and everything. Other starborn, human mercenaries and defenses, alien creatures under mind control. It's all fair game.
We attack the hunter now.
He and I have made a number of agreements over the years. If you can even call them years at this point. We let him go. In exchange, he'll wait at the buried temple. You'll be able to prepare any way you can before then.
What should I do to prepare?
There is a temple for every artifact. You should find as many as you can. You will need their power.
Will you be coming with me?
We'll meet you in orbit above the buried temple. We'll face what's there together.
All right.
I have something for you.
Okay, let's take off. Figure out what our next adventure is.
Engines ready. What's your word, Captain? Orbit locked. Ooh, you just look at that view.
What's our next mission going to be? Let's go to the funeral.
I have something for you.
Give me your junk.
Lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back.
I thought you said you had something for me.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Constellation is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. Sam was my friend. If he was here, he would tell us to keep going, to never stop. Do everything I can to honor his memory.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
Hey, how are you holding up?
I'm fine.
Just don't forget to take time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms if you need to sit down and be alone for a while. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together.
You can grieve too, Sarah.
We all have to get through this our own way. Don't worry about me. Really, I'll be fine. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion.
You're just mourning in your own way.
I've seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... it is not the same. I cannot explain why. I am not sure I'm making sense.
There's no right way to feel.
Chat for a bit?
If you are free...
Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well...
Yeah, let's chat.
You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but...
I don't know.
Yes. Won't we all? Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more.
Got any tips for getting through this funeral without sobbing?
They're always hard. Always. And it's okay to sob, to yell, to go to sleep, do whatever it takes. As long as your grief doesn't cause more grief for yourself or anybody else, it's okay.
I think I know what you mean.
Oh, look at us. Two lone wolves howling at the moon on the same night. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs. Or a piece of jewelry they gave you. Half jokingly. Theoretically, of course.
So the great scientist does feel grief after all.
Maybe I like knowing no matter how far I run to the edges of space, someone is going to find their way back to me.
What's up, kid?
Have any other advice to add at the moment?
Busy? Busy doing what?
My boy. I've lost my boy.
Sorry, Jacob.
It'd be me buried in the ground. All I ever wanted to do was protect him. But no, he was out the door as soon as he could. Away from his mother, away from Aquila, away from me.
That was insightful.
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much. No, it's fine. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
No, she just disappeared. Taylor's not busy. Busy doing what? Nothing.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct. I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming.
Say yes to hear how bad this is going to be.
Some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that? I will note that feedback for later.
Okay, try Mateo one more time. I don't know what he's busy with. Hey Sam, it's me. I miss you and I wish it just didn't happen. See you in space, cowboy.
You one of Sam's constellation people? Lillian Hart. He probably never mentioned me. I mean, I try not to talk about him, so... I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. Cora's mother, Sam's ex. God, I'm rambling. Look, I don't know who I should speak to about this, but Cora and I talked, and she's coming to live with me.
I will miss Cora, we all will.
She talked about you all the time. But right now, she just needs to get away from all the reminders of Sam. We'll be leaving soon, so say your goodbyes to her, if you like.
What's up, Cora?
Hi.
You okay, Cora?
No. And don't keep asking. I'm not gonna be, alright? Everything's worse now.
Hey.
So many people here. So many people saying goodbye.
We can give you space if you need it, Cora.
Are we supposed to feel better? Just because we're all in one place?
No, but if we drift apart now, we won't be able to help each other.
Point? It's not going to change anything.
You're right. We have to keep on living.
Every day is going to be worse now. Don't you get that? I want to be alone for a while, okay?
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea?
You can give my round to the void.
Old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond.
The future and the end.
Aye.
Mateo, the last one I have to talk to, and he won't talk to me. He's busy. I don't know what he's busy doing, but... Mateo, talk to me. Talk to me, Mateo.
Reduced capacity will no doubt make future work more difficult.
Right. That mission's done. Talk with Sarah, see what she wants.
How can I be of service, Captain?
See everybody.
There must be something. Let's get a second opinion, shall we? Walter and I were just discussing the expenses incurred during the attack.
No, I was explaining that there's nothing to discuss. It's been taken care of.
It seems that Walter has taken it upon himself to cover the costs of the repairs to both the lodge and the Eye, as well as any expenses relating to the funeral services.
Sam was a good man. It's the least I could do.
We would appreciate what you've
None of
done.
us would be here without the others. We're all incredibly indebted to one another.
I can't thank you enough, Walter.
Sarah, I know we argue about money all the time. Most of it is in jest, but occasionally it's not. This is the one way I can best contribute to our work. It has been, and continues to be, an honor to do so. And when this is all over, we can go back to squabbling about minor expenses. But it was important to me that I do this.
Fair enough. Well, since we're already talking about this, there is one more thing I'd like to do for Sam, and I'd like to get your opinion. Nothing extravagant, just a small plaque here in the lodge. Something to remember them by. Where do you think would be appropriate?
I think the bar would be the best spot.
That's certainly someplace everyone will see it. Any objections, Walter?
No, I think this is a fine idea.
Then it's settled. I'm glad we had this discussion.
And now, perhaps we can try and move on.
Yes, I think that's right. Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now. The emissary, the hunter, the unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all.
There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle.
It's an understatement. The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. Same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete.
It's an exciting time to live.
It's exciting, but we've made so many mistakes along the way. I worry about the damage we've done to ourselves. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn.
I think we would have made a
But
difference.
it has made a difference. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the hunter and the emissary. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good.
Suspect this is your way of telling me I shouldn't enter the Unity.
No, that's not it at all. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become of you. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn?
Let those questions stop yourself from entering the Unity?
Of course not. I am, and always will be, an explorer at heart. My concern is how fundamental the change will be to ourselves as people. We don't even know if you'll remember anything about this conversation. I'm worried what that will mean between us.
I have to find out what's on the other side.
Curious curious to find out what's on the other side as well, but that's not the point. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. You're a respected colleague, and I wouldn't want to lose you.
Makes me think you'd be losing me.
I'm not sure. I'm guessing based on what we've learned. Even if I accompany you into the Unity, the question still remains. Would we know each other anymore? Even if we did, would we care? Part of what I do as chair of Constellation is weigh the costs of our expeditions. And this one, oh, the cost is extremely high.
You're really a colleague. You'll trust they'll make the right decision.
Yes, of course. Of course. Listen. I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off into the unknown.
Maybe it'll make you feel better if we go together.
I don't know if I'm ready to make that leap, but knowing we'd be doing it hand in hand would certainly make it more comforting. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will.
Thanks, Sarah. Let's see. Where's my new ship? Oh, I can't yet because I can't unlock it. But we can go do this one. And there's always some bad guys hanging around.
Greetings, Captain.
And if there's some bad guys hanging around, that means hopefully
Captain.
We can... Ooh. Computer was struggling with that transition. Okay, I think my game is about to crash. Yep. And there it goes. Let's see if we can get this thing to load back in there. Okay, and we're back.
Hello.
day?
Let's go get into our ship. We're gonna go take down some bad guys. Okay, and now ship. Go to crew, make sure we got everybody on the ship. We do, okay, good. Sarah's got something for me, so let's go see what she's got.
Dusty! Dusty!
So long.
Hey, I guess you didn't actually have anything for me.
Lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back. Am I ready to hop into a ship and explore the galaxy with you? More like, are you ready? Ha ha! Let's go.
Barrett's back to being my companion again. Let's take a seat, and we're gonna go survey this planet.
Ship's clear and the sky is falling to us.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Right. We're going here. And we jump.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece. Beginning landing cycle.
I wonder, as life forms ourselves, is it even possible for us to feel comfort in anything but the familiarity of other life?
Okay, it got hostile real quick.
unexpectedly. Begin search protocol.
Okay, got that now. Now I need to find some resources.
Hello, me.
2 out of 3 resources. Got 3 out of 3. We're at 93%. So what do I need to survey still? I don't know what I still need to survey. Says I've surveyed everything, but it's at 94%.
Hey, you might want this.
Time to leave this place behind. Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Is it because I haven't explored the crash site? Let's land at the crash site. Maybe if I go explore that, then it will be 100%.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but my end is satisfying.
Okay, now surface map. Can I put a marker down on that? Okay, there's the crash site. It did not give me more discoverability. Oh, I didn't want to sit in the chair. Nobody ever wants to sit in a chair. Okay. So I did the... What if I go to the unknown, maybe? That's all surveyed. Sunken Grove. Got more XP. But did not give me a completed survey. So what do I need to do to get 100%? Barrett's back there fighting those bugs. Don't worry about them, Barrett. We don't care about them. that? Fossils? We did it.
You might want this.
No, I don't, Barrett. I really don't.
Escape trajectory plotted.
Because I'm friends with the pirates, I didn't get to blow any ships up.
Orbital insertion.
Which isn't a bad thing, but... Okay, what do we want to do next? Let's go get our next artifact. I don't... Oh, there it is. Depending on how quickly we can get these artifacts. Maybe I can get a couple of extra powers and then we'll call it a night.
Jump complete. All ship restored.
Alright, let's land this bad boy.
Touching down.
Suit fully engaged. Ready for anything.
Good. Another cold planet. let's go in here and get our next. I'm never gonna make that one. Oh, I totally had that one. Go.
Astounding. This is what exploration is all about. Well, that ought to do it.
Where's our ship at?
I have something for you.
I know you do, Barrett. I know you do.
All thrust is firing. Hell of a view from here.
Where's our next one? And we're jumping.
One instant. Stars rearranged. We are here.
Hailing unknown vessel. Colonists here in distress. We could really use your help.
for responding. We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're with, List, and we're just trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost.
What's the list?
The League of Independent Settlers, they helped us choose a new home, outfitted us, and gave us some good advice. But, once you head out, you're kind of on your own.
Sounds like you're in a tough spot.
We have kids listening, so, let's just say affirmative. Very much affirmative. We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs. Any chance you have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth.
You're in luck.
Thank you. And this should cover the iron, and then some. We'll be heading out hopefully shortly.
Let's go see what this power does. Oh, I forgot to look to see what the last power did.
Ready when you are.
What did the last one do? Solar flare. I think I had that one. Oh, maybe not. Release a directed orb of searing hot plasma.
Captain, greetings.
Assume it's this big giant tower that I'm looking at. Why aren't you scanning it? I'd like to enter the temple, please. had that. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't register them, and I'm like, I know I had it in time.
Times like this when I can't believe how lucky I am to do this for a living. Whoa.
Okay, what did that power do? A shield of pure cosmic light that can weaken and reflect enemy projectiles. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, where is our ship? There it is.
Hey, you might want this.
Liftoff looks good. All systems go. Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
To the eye.
Well, you didn't put us in your plan, so we must be in the right
Maintain your
place.
current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
Greetings, Captain.
What's up, Vasco?
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young. Keep coming back to one thing. Both of these Starborn, they're people you know. Only they're not the people you know. Say and do things the folks you know would never. Doesn't bode well for anyone stepping into the Unity. Or through it, or however it works. You consider what it might do to you?
Maybe it's a chance to start over.
End up trapped in whatever the Starborn call their life's way. Whatever their differences, they both follow Obsession's guidance. Been poring over the charts, looking for another match. Think this one might just be it.
Let's go get another power. Actually, can I talk to him again and get another one? See if I can get like 3 or 4 of them while I'm here.
My room in the lodge so Andreja had a place to call her own. Draw the words another time, then.
Captain, it is.
I have something for you.
Barrett, I appreciate you and all, but I don't need your gifts. They're worthless.
Clamps released.
We're boosting up.
Our tiny tin can fragile humans has survived being hurled through space once more.
Landing initiated. Watch flaring.
I'm going to say it's where this giant tower is. Just a guess. Barrett, let's go get these. so what did that get me? Basically, to see the future. Six undiscovered temples. Okay.
I have something for you.
Does that mean I need more artifacts then?
Time to join the stars. Orbit locked. Ooh, you just look at the...
See, this is what I was wanting to do. I was wanting to get more than one so that I don't have to jump to him every single time.
This is Faraday's budget tours. I have a request from people.
You hailed me too late.
I will get tired of that. Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
To do one more and then
Cleared to land at New Atlantis.
call it a night.
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
Lack of love.
Captain, hello. I am...
Hmm? Oh, sorry. Was doing the tallies work in my head. Inventory on the station, next supply run. The eye's showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.
Hey, you might want this.
Bet you I don't want it. Last time you gave me alien meat skewers, like nobody's ever asked for alien meat skewers.
We're loose.
And we're jumping.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old. Sight is clear. Descent started.
There it is. Gravity's not much of an issue on this planet. Totally had that one. Come on. It's always the last one.
We could unleash scientists on these temples for decades and still only scratch the surface. That would always be impressive.
Alright, what does that one do? Solar flare we had that one. We had that one. Had that one. Invisible, there we go. That's what I like to see. So I still got 5 more to go. But I think we're gonna call it there for the night. No, Barrett, I do not want your gift.
Dust off complete. Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
disrupting Galbank operations. State your purpose. Nothing. Now stop wasting my time.
Okay, well, then I want everything in your ship.
Don't shoot. Just take the cargo and leave us in peace.
That was easy enough.
We must talk soon.
Yeah, we got ship parts for it. Alright, I think that's where we're going to leave it. I appreciate you guys following along, and hopefully tomorrow, if I play, we'll be able to get all the rest of our abilities, and who knows, maybe even finish the game. Not sure how close I am to finishing. I mean, I still have a lot of side missions I could do, but we'll see how it happens. I don't know. I might play tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then definitely Sunday. So either way, I will see you guys then, and I appreciate you following along.